Hello there, welcome back to Bible and Beats, the teenage YouTube channel trying to explain controversial Christian topics that have, been debated for a long time. Now, today is the end of a 3-part series on the branch of Christianity. Now, the 3 branches that I've covered, or I'm going to have covered by the end of the video, are Catholicism, the big main one, Protestantism, which is all of the smaller, more free-thinking churches, and then finally today is going to be on associated parts that some would consider Christian, some would consider not. And for that, I'm going to use 2 examples. We're going to be doing the Mormon Church, or the Church of Latter-day Saints, and also Messianic Jews. Now, personally, I'm not a massive fan of the Mormons, because for the ones I've talked to, they're not particularly understanding of other views or accepting of other views, but I'm hopefully going to deliver that without, my views getting in the way. So, for Mormonism, which is the one we're going to do first, we need to use a special term known as restorationism. It's where a church thinks that the Bible, the Christian church, has been misinterpreted, that it's been so far destroyed, it's been polluted, it's been made not what God intended. So they want to go back to the early days, back where St. Peter and St. Paul and practically Jesus was there, 1st, 2nd century. Now, the Mormons are kind of the leading group for restorationism. There are some others, seriously, you can look them up, but today we're just going to focus on the Mormons. So, the Mormon belief differs from the main belief of Christians in, I believe, 5 separate ways, which I'll go into in a different video in a lot more detail. Today, just an overview. So, first one, the Mormons believe there are 4 extra books. Well, there are 4 books in total. They're going to appear on the screen right now. 3 of them were written by this guy called Joseph Smith, who was the founder of the Mormon Church and who wrote the Book of Mormon when he was, I believe, 24. So yeah, quite young to write a book. Next one, the Layers of Heaven. This is kind of like Dante's Inferno, because in Dante's Inferno, he wrote that there are 9 layers of hell, each with different groups of people in them, depending on what your crime was, depending on what your sin was, depending on which group you go into. Now, the Mormons have that, but for heaven. They have 3 different layers. They have the celestial, which is where God the Father, the Son, and the Spirit exist. It's for all of those who've obeyed the Mormon teachings, done all the things that the Mormons say they should, all of that stuff. Next is the terrestrial. Now that's a kind of mid-layer for all of those who've lived good lives but haven't accepted God, or who've accepted God but haven't really lived the Mormon life, haven't lived the way that the Mormons want. And then the final one is the telestial. Now that's just for everyone who's a sinner or hasn't accepted God or hasn't led a good life. It's just take all those bad people, put them in a box and throw them into this telestial plane. Next, Joseph Smith. Joseph Smith was an influential character in the Mormon Church, seeing as he practically wrote the whole books, the whole basis that the Mormon Church was founded on. And he is considered a prophet, a modern day prophet. Whereas to other Christians, he's just a guy who had an idea and wrote it into a book. Just nothing more than that. But again, to Mormons, it's okay. They think he's kind of like Elijah or Elisha, one of the Old Testament guys who knew what they were on about and were presenting God in a way. They think he's a prophet. Next, Jesus' death. So, to most Christians, when Jesus died, he either went to heaven or he went to hell. I believe he went to hell. Some people believe he went to heaven. Mormons, they believe he went to Salt Lake City, that place in America. Also, ironically, where their headquarters are. They believe he spent those 3 days in Salt Lake City. Don't ask me why, but that's what Joseph Smith thought. The final belief that the Mormons have is about the Trinity. So, it's quite a hard topic to wrap your head around, But to most Christians, we're this thing called monotheistic, from the Greek words mono, meaning one, and theo, meaning God or deity. We have one deity, we have one God. To Mormons, they believe it's three gods almost. So the analogy that most people use is, take me for example. To my parents, I'm a son. To my sister, I'm a brother. To my girlfriend, I'm her boyfriend or partner. I'm three different things: son, brother, partner, but I'm still the same person. And that's what it's like with God, just in a much, much, much holier way. He is a father figure, a son figure, and a spirit figure. To Mormons, however, they believe it's just three separate beings. So there is one God Father, there is one God Son, there is one God Spirit or Ghost. They will have a load of arguments for it, which I personally don't believe, and a lot of other Christians don't believe, but if it's what works for you, then that's perfectly fine. Again, I'd be happy to answer any questions. I have books, I have Bible, I have the internet, and I can tell you where to go find certain things. But again, so can many other Christians. I'm not special, I'm just a guy who has a YouTube channel and is a teenager. So yeah, those are the 5 points that the Mormons differ from traditional Christianity. Now, Mormons, they consider themselves Christians. Christians wouldn't consider Mormons, or my branch of Christianity, Baptists, and many of my friends' branches wouldn't consider Mormons as Christians. Now, the other group are this group called the Messianic Jews. Now, Messianic Judaism is a bit tricky to understand, but at its root, at its core, it's Jews and Jewish people combined with Christianity. They have all the Jewish traditions, all the testaments, all their beliefs and their views, but they just believe that Jesus Christ was the Messiah who they were waiting for. Now, again, a lot of Jews don't believe this, some Jews do, but the Jews who do believe it are known as Messianic Jews. They're kind of like a group between the two of them. So yeah, they believe all that Judaism has to offer and a lot of what Christianity has to offer. I have a friend who is a Messianic Jew. Her name is Gracelyn. She's an amazing person, really knows her stuff. So if you have any questions, I'll pass them on to her and she'll be really, really helpful for answering them. So, I believe that's all for today's video. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. I can help you find people who know the stuff, or I can try and answer them myself if that's what you want. But for now, that'll be all. So see you next time.